Drops back to throw. Center Nick Gates is right there, but it's the kicker, Graham Gano, who's the open one. And, yeah, sometimes the centers just, they're dancing bears. Mayfield, Baker Mayfield throws it, got his man, Austin Hooper. And the Browns go up 7-3. Feel like that might be enough points to win this game. Later in the second, 4th and 2, Giants are going for it. Wayne Gallman stops short of the first down deep in their own end. Turn it over on downs. Giants, first team to turn it over on downs twice in the red zone in the first half since 2006. Later in the second, Mayfield, Jarvis Landry, he comes in. That guy's found his game. Baker Mayfield, 17 of 19, 172 yards, 2 touchdowns in the first half. It's 13-3 lead. Mayfield, well, you know what? Let's go more. This team's going to make the playoffs, which they've done once in the last 13 years. Rashad Higgins, that's a gain of 20. Later in the drive, Nick Chubb, damn good dog. Looks like he may bounce that outside. Nope, sticks his head in there, gets between the tackles, scores. It's 20-3, and the final score is 20-6. No touchdowns for Colt McCoy.
Tim Hasselbeck joins us now for his Sunday night analysis. And as always, with the warning, if somebody better comes to the podium, you're out. We'll cut you off in mid-sentence. It's the thing. Baker Mayfield, John just described, made some really nice throws. Looked like he had a lot of time as well. What impressed you about his performance?
Well, he definitely played well. He definitely had some good protection, Kenny. You're right about that. He just looks comfortable and really playing probably the best football of his career right now. There's just a decisiveness, kind of this assuredness that he has in the pocket. It's pretty evident. Good example here. He's just throwing a little, wide route to the left, but because of the blitzing defender, he just finds a throwing lane. A lot of times guys throw it blind, the robots, ball gets tipped in the air, it doesn't happen there. Here he's going to Austin Hooper, who's really covered by a linebacker initially, but he's on the same page as he uncovers, still throws on time and gets the ball out. And then on this touchdown pass to Jarvis Landry, he's really trying to get the ball to David Njoku, but he falls down on the route, and Baker does a good job of just staying with it and then throwing a really accurate ball to Jarvis Landry in the back of the end zone. And look, I just think that he's playing good football right now because what they are doing offensively fits him. And I think Kevin Stefanski, in terms of what he likes to do schematically, it's a nice little pairing, and it's something I think we're seeing, kind of this Browns team play better in the back half of the season with everything in terms of how the offseason went.
Tim, a comprehensive opening answer, but that's just the start of things. John's going to call another highlight, and we'll be right back to you.
Go back to the NFL now. Tom Brady and the Bucs facing Matt Ryan and the Falcons in the A. Third quarter, Falcons up 17-7. Ryan to Hayden Hurst. With that touchdown, he passes Fran Tarkenton for 10th place in the all-time touchdown pass list, and the Falcons got a 24-7 lead. How would Brady and the Bucs respond? Well, Chris Godwin, little slant, touchdowns, 24-14. Next drive, Leonard Fournette pounds it in from the 1. It's 24-21 as we go to the fourth quarter. After a pair of field goals from each team is 27-24. Brady, plenty of time, and airs it out to Antonio Brown, who got behind the defense, 46 yards. Brown, his first touchdown, adds a buck. Brady went for 390 yards on 31 of 45 passing, 2 touchdowns. Matt Ryan, they had time, but he got sacked by Devin White. That's your ball game. Bucs win at 31-27 in a thrilling comeback on the road.
That's the way we should be playing. As my comments to the team after the game is, if we could play 30 minutes like that, why the hell can't we play 60? And it's frustrating. I couldn't be prouder of our guys. We talked about it at halftime. We got the ball. Go make something happen. I was not real happy that they went back and scored and answered it. But then, we were able to score every time we touched it in the second half.
Anytime you play with a guy like Tom, it's encouraging. He done seen it all, done it all, been in so many games, so many situations. So to be in combat with him is, it's just unbelievable. I'm grateful to be on the receiving end side of it. Late in the game, he made a great throw.
Everybody hung in there. Got off to a tough start, but found a way to win. And defense came up huge, made some big stops. Offensively, everyone made a bunch of different plays, and it was a great win for our team. And we're going to have to keep building on it.
Now, when it comes to all-time lists involving quarterbacks, Tom Brady's at the top of most of them, but Not this one. It's because he usually doesn't waste his time by falling behind in the fourth quarter. When he does, though, he still wins. His 39th career win after trailing the fourth quarter came Sunday. That's the second most by starting quarterback in NFL history, behind Peyton Manning's 43. All right, to dig a little deeper into some of the more meaningful games we had on our slate on Sunday, we bring in Tim Hasselbeck and Rob Ninkovich, and we got to talk about the Chiefs and the Saints in a moment. That game, I mentioned Derrick Henry. His nickname is King, and if anyone deserves to wear a crown right now, it's him. Of course, he won the rushing title last year. His first rushing score on Sunday, he became just the fourth player in NFL history with at least 15 rushing yards, 1,500, and 15 rushing touchdowns in consecutive seasons. Our Jaguars, Ravens, Lamar Jackson doing some things. Biding time. He's going to tuck in and run it, right? Nope. He throws to Dez Bryant in the end zone for the touchdown. And how does Dez celebrate? I mean, it's been a minute. Oh, yeah, he dropped the X on him. His first receiving touchdown since December of 2017. Yeah, I feel you. Drop that X. He and John Harbaugh, nice little hug there. Ravens will take a big lead at the break, and then here Lamar into the end zone. 243 passing yards, 4 touchdowns for Lamar Jackson. The Ravens win it in a blowout, 40-14. They were hyped to win, and for Dez.
Commend our offensive coaches and our players. We have a clear vision of what we want to try to do, and then the key is executing it, and doing things the right way at a high level. So we've had a chance to practice. We've just got to keep getting better.
We've just been bonding with each other a lot more, ever since I came back from the COVID and stuff like that when we were on the field. And our guys just been, focused, and that's what it's just showing out there on the field.
I had to hold back my tears, because, like I said, it was very emotional. Like I said, that love is real. Like, I'm not joking when I say that. These guys here, they are 100. They are amazing. The special thing about me throwing up the X, the meaning is the X out negative, to truly never give up, to beat the odds, to destroy adversity.
I felt like, everything we were doing, they had an answer for it. I thought they played really well, and we didn't execute consistently enough in the first half.
November was a very challenging month for Baltimore, to say the least. Of course, you had the COVID-19 outbreak. Lamar Jackson missed time. Their offense was kind of suffering. But the last 3 games, now granted, it helped when you play 2 of those against the Jags and the Cowboys. The Ravens have found their footing, scoring nearly 40 points per game and being the most efficient offense in the league, according to ESPN's FPI. Out there, and that right there is an accomplishment as far as I'm concerned. Fair catch called, 44-yard punt for Sanchez. But here, gets another one. Bounce, end up rolling inside the 20-yard line. 47-yard punt there. 2 punts on the day, totaling 91 yards. But again, just good to see him back on the field.
Throughout the process, there were so many people that reached out, and I'm just grateful for everybody, really. To be able to go out there with my teammates today, it's a huge blessing. And I love being around them. I love being around the coaches, all the players, the fans out here. I mean, it was just a big blessing to be out here this fast, and I'm just really excited and blessed. Honestly, it was amazing how much support I felt in the building today, and I'm just blessed beyond anything to just be out there and be able to play the sport I love to play. So, just blessed.
Or that was the best story from the game. How about the game itself? Deshaun Watson trying to lead the Texans to a win on the road. Fourth quarter, they're down 7. Watson to Kiki Cutie. 9-yard touchdown there. Ties the game at 20 all. How would the Colts respond? Phillip Rivers looking for Zach Pascal. Got him, and his second touchdown of the day. Colts take a 7-point lead with less than 2 to play. 28 seconds remaining. 4th and 5 for the Texans. Watson to Cutie. Breaks the tackle, but Darius Leonard forces the fumble at the goal line, and the Colts end up recovering. How about that play to punch it out? And there's your ball game. 27-20 was the final.
What I'm most excited about is, in the fourth quarter of that game, when the game is on the line, is that we made plays in all three phases. We make a 53-yard field goal in the fourth quarter. We have a long game-winning drive to go up in the fourth quarter, and then we get the defensive stop on the last drive. That's what playing December football. That's meaningful. That's what it takes to continue to build the DNA and who we are and where we believe we're going.
I feel bad for them, just like I feel bad for myself, in the organization, because we didn't win, because we're in a win or lose business. But I told them that the way that they fought, because we talked about it the night before, of playing every play and putting plays behind us and then playing the next play. And I thought that they did that today. They came out and they fought and they kept playing, and we had a chance to win.
All right, Derrick Henry and the Titans looking for their first 10-win season since 2008, hosting the Lions. Second quarter, Tennessee up 14-7. Henry, who's got a better stiff arm than Derrick Henry? Well, I think Alexander Myers would vote for nobody. Henry, 24 carries, 147 yards. More on him in a moment. Later in that same drive, Ryan Tannehill, he's not the runner Derrick Henry is, but he can go 17 yards for the touchdown, right? Of course he can. Tannehill, 5 combined touchdowns, most in a single game of his career. Titans win at 46-25.
You appreciate today, you appreciate the win, but 10 wins means nothing. We have bigger goals than that. We just want to find a way to end each week 1-0. So we did that this week. We're successful. Now we have to find a way to do that next week.
I think for us it's just tunnel vision, focus on what's at hand and not get too caught up in everything else going on. What we need to do as a team to, be better on all three phases and go out there and win on Sunday. You can't control all the outside stuff, just control what we can control. And that's how we play together in all three phases.
Our guys are fighting tooth and nail. We're down some guys, and we know that. But we knew it was going to be – that's a really talented offense. They've got one of the best backs in the league, a quarterback playing at a really high level, and some really talented guys on the outside. We knew we were going to have to score points, and we just, got close too many times, turned it over, and that hurt us.
All right, I mentioned Derrick Henry. His nickname is King, and if anyone deserves to wear a crown right now, it's him. Of course, he won the rushing title last year. His first rushing score on Sunday, he became just the 4th player in NFL history with at least 15 rushing yards.